Hey, it's Deanna and Justin.
Hello, two states.
I know. Look at us crossing the country. Um, I am like, I feel like I'm constantly hungover, even though I'm not drinking. It's like the hour difference and then working at night all the time. I'm
It's
tired.
I maybe didn't tell you about the hangover night warning on purpose because
Well,
I've done it.
I feel like I'm back in like the gig world, like when I used to sing
Yeah,
like 4 nights a week. I That's what I feel like I'm doing now because I wake up and my voice is like
crappy.
weird. Yeah, my voice is all shot and I just feel like I danced for 4 hours last night.
That's what it is. Like you just like your body. Once you get, I mean, it takes you a while to get used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it'll get more comfortable. I mean, that's how I felt when we started mornings. Like I was like, who does this? Why do people do
Psychopath.
this?
People do it for like 30 years. I don't know how they don't die. Like there's like Angelo in Philly did it for 40 years, and I'm like, how do you? And it was sports too, so it
Yeah.
was like he would get there. One time I showed up at 4:17 and he yelled at me because he's like, "You got to be here at 4:15 because the game's like I was watching the games."
Yeah. How do I don't I mean, we have the weirdest uh profession. Like we
I
have
just
just like the strangest schedule and everything is just so weird.
I just got bird's bees in my eye. All right, it feels good, but it hurts. It's funny because like when you get into radio, you're like, all right, so I want to do mornings, and you're like, all right, I'll do afternoons, I'll do nights. The best shift is middays,
I
and like
believe
no one
so.
wants to do it.
Yeah. I no, I think you're right. I think if I
That's
were
fun.
offered the opportunity to do middays live, like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., I would be set.
I leave here because like basically that's what I fill in now. So I leave here at
Yeah.
8:15, and then I'm home by like 4. It's tight.
Yeah.
Regular, you know what it is? It's a regular job. That's why.
Yeah, you don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn, right? You're not
Yeah,
up super late,
and you
but
can
you
do
can stay
stuff.
up as late as you want because you don't have to wake up crazy early. Yeah. So
So
when we were
how?
moving in over the weekend,
Yeah,
well, when Jacob and I drove out here in my car, and then he flew home on Monday. So like after we get everything in the apartment and we get kind of settled, we decided to like explore the building, and it has a lot of like really cool amenities, and that's why I picked it because I didn't want to be stuck, in like a building that I absolutely hate or like had no amenities whatsoever and I'm out here alone, right?
yeah.
So it's got a really cool rooftop and there's like grills, by the pool. So we decided to grill a couple nights. And so we go to the grocery store, we pick up a couple things, and I pick up these little fillets, and we've got like, some zucchini and other stuff, some salad. And and so Jacob grills the fillets and he plates them. We sit down and we're on the rooftop and I'm just going, it's really nice. Like this is really nice. I think I could kind of get used to this. Like the sun was setting, it was really beautiful. And we had just spent like an hour by the pool. And then I cut open my fillet and I was like, it's a little bit too underdone. Like I think I might want like just a flash more on the
Yeah.
grill. So I had taken a couple bites already, but he takes the tongs and he picks up my fillet and he walks over to the grill and he gets to the grill. He's standing in front of it, drops my freaking fillet on the ground.
On the ground.
Drops it on the ground. And I was like, what a way to remind you to stay humble. I'm sitting here going, swirling my wine. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty out here. I love my new place. Boom, fillet on the ground.
The only problem with like the grills at those places is people get super territorial about like grilling. It's like you because my buddy had his engagement party on like a rooftop in
Yeah.
DC, and like he's like we had to go through a bunch of loops to like make sure people weren't there, and then technically you couldn't rent it, and then people were getting mad that we were grilling, so we just gave them food. I'm like, guys, it's just grilled food. It takes literally 10 minutes to do.
I know.
Do they have a dog wash there? Because that's like a big apartment building thing.
Yeah.
See, there it is.
They have a dog run downstairs with like, dog like gym stuff. Like the dog can
Mhm.
run like up and down the thing and through the holes, and then they have like 3 or 4 dog washing stations.
It's
But
like
I
in
just
lieu of a yard.
yeah, but the only downfall is I don't have my dog here with me.
He'll love it though. Don't worry.
He'll love it if he gets here anytime
Yeah,
soon.
apartment dog. Um, it was funny because after like the day you moved, I walked into the casino and FM was playing. And I was like,
Oh,
this is weird. And I like waved to them, and then they're
yeah.
like, "Hey, I think we remember you from not from Deanna, but from yelling at us in front of the stage at Keenan's when you were very drunk."
Right. Yeah, because they're always playing there, and your house is like right around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's like right down the street, so you just kind of go in there for 10 minutes if it's not packed. I don't wait in line, so
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll just pop in. My parents are going down today, so that's why Murph is kind of. We have to like give her a little trazodone to calm her down, do a little,
Yeah.
or she'll freak out the whole. She loves the thing is she loves the beach, but she doesn't like going to the beach.
You got to mellow her out.
And there's no mellowing. She's just
She's got zero
hot.
chill.
Oh my god, I know. I'm like, come on, calm down. They don't calm down to the 10, so
That's one thing I think I'm going to miss is the trips to the Jersey Shore. Like I know that there's places here I can visit. A lot of people are telling me about like lake life,
there's lakes. It's different
but
though. That's like a
yeah.
different. That's a different type of water behavior. You got to make a friend with a boat.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
biggest thing. You
Oh
don't
yeah.
want to own the boat.
So it's funny you mentioned that because, of course, my husband wants a boat. He's always wanted a boat. And I'm like, I think it's ridiculous. We should never be the ones to own the boat. We should be
No.
friends with people who own the boat
Yeah.
because then we don't have to repair the boat when the boat,
Clean it.
needs fixing. So, but out here, I guess it's so common to be
Yeah.
on a boat that you can rent a boat for an entire day for like $250.
Oh, my neighbor did it. They have a club where there's like 10
Yeah.
different places around the country, and then you just go get the boat from them.
Yeah, it's insane because out in Reno, you had to pay like $800 a day to rent the boat. Here it's $250.
And you don't have to clean it. That's
Yeah,
like the big,
not my boat.
because if you don't clean the boat, then it gets not like from your feet, but like the outside of the boat, like the water can't stay on it. So they clean it for you. I will pay exorbitant amounts of money for people to clean up stuff. Like the car, go back, like getting your car detailed, just let somebody else do it.
Yeah, me too. I'm all about that. Do the job that I hate doing. I will pay whatever you need.
I saw a movie on Tuesday at the movie tavern, which let me tell you, the movie tavern bar is the saddest place in America.
Is the movie tavern like one of those old school movie theaters?
No. So it was
Oh,
like the first one that does like the food and the booze at your seats. Like you
nice.
can order it, but they also have a bar out front. And like my buddy beat me there. So he's like, I'm at the bar. And then you go in, and he's like the only one. And there's like children at the tables. And I'm like, this is the saddest place in America, right? So I say that every time we go there. The tickets are cheap on Tuesdays, so that's why we go.
Yeah.
So like we go in to the theater and they have the like the previews, but the preview right before the movie or before the actual preview start is the guy who owns the company. And like he comes on and he's at one of the bars and they're like trying to market it as a sports bar. I'm like, this is the saddest thing that I've ever seen. I'm like, there's no way. If you're like planning your night on just going there,
Yeah.
don't go to AA. But then at the end of the preview, he's like talking about the movies they show. I literally have not stopped thinking about this for 4 days now. At the beginning of the movie, he's like, whether you're enjoying, like laughing your behind off, watching a comedy, or crying at a romantic movie, or seeing a scary movie, to get the Bejeebers scared out of you. And I like out loud was like, what the hell did he just say? And like everybody around me was the same way. Because I've heard, yeah, obviously you can't say Jesus because, just say a different word. Just don't say that word.
Bejeebers. Like,
I'm going to Google it real quick.
It reminds me of Jeepers Creepers. Like, Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? You don't know that song?
No, I do, but I've never heard. I haven't heard somebody's. This is a real word. from 1821. I thought it was
Yeah,
Bejesus.
it's an old. I thought it was bejesus too, but I also thought it was like Jeebus, like Bejeebus.
Yeah,
But
well, that's
it's
what
not.
people say. That's what people say.
But he said Bejeebers.
Bejeebers. Mental soundness and wits.
Huh.
This is gonna be a Jeopardy question one day. What does Bejeebers mean? This is a real like I'm going through this. Euphemism for by Jesus, 1821. It was invented. Or
Okay.
Bejabbers. You can say
I don't think I like that one.
No, the movie we saw Longlegs. I don't know if you heard about it. It's like
No.
this. So it's weird because the guy who wrote it, his dad played Norman Bates in Psycho. Great movie.
Yeah.
And Nicolas Cage is in this movie, and like I'll see any Nicolas Cage movie, but he plays a serial killer, and he has long hair and is painted like completely white. And I was trying to figure out why he's like that, and they wanted the serial killer to look like a glam rocker who had too much plastic surgery. And I went, that is so weird.
That's very specific.
But it was cool. Like the marketing for the movie was very good. So that's why we saw it, but I avoided spoilers. And then you see it, and the weird thing about the movie is the internet is like they either hate it or they love it. And there's no like redeeming quality in between. But there was a jump scare at the beginning, and I did audibly go, oh my God.
So they wanted him to look like the guy from the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, it kind of, yeah, but they painted him all white, and then he would like sing weird songs, and then he smashed his face in. So like it was kind of, I spoiled the movie if you haven't seen it. I mean, but there's other stuff in it.
I love the guy from I love the Goo Goo Dolls, but that guy looks like he's had a little too much like tug and pull.
He looks like Keith Urban in another universe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like Bizarro Keith Urban.
He does look like Keith. I'm trying to think like he looks like if Keith Urban lived at the Jersey Shore. Like tanned too much, but smoked cigarettes on the beach.
And wears too much lip gloss.
Yeah, I mean, but I love the Goo Goo Dolls. And then the other guy looks like Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman. I've always thought this. Great band though.
It's pretty accurate.
Great band. Couple good songs.
Oh my God.
Still playing. They just have a weird look about them. But they were like a punk band, glam rock band before they were girlfriend, boyfriend rocking, you know.
When's the last time you took a road trip?
What do we consider a road trip though? Like how many hours?
I would say more than 6.
More than when I drove to Nashville.
Okay, fair enough.
Twice in 4 days.
So like where did you stop on your way out?
So like the thing was we did it as a bit. So we stopped at I went with Jeff from Andy's summer show. We stopped at his parents' house. His dad's on ESPN. So like we planned that stop, and that was only like 3 hours away. So we stopped there. We stopped in Bristol, Virginia, but we stayed in Johnson City.
Yeah.
And then we stopped at Dr. Pepper's grave, which has Dr. Pepper on it. We stopped at a Buc-ee's. We went to Dollywood. Now, mind you, this was like because we had to like get content.
Right.
But like 4 hours into the drive, we both looked at each other and like we could go there tonight, but we already told people that we're stopping. And then on the way back, we just drove it all the way through.
Yeah. You drove the whole 12 hours all the way through?
Yeah, dude, it's 2 people, easy. Boom.
Ooh.
We left at 11 a.m. I'm telling you, once you get like we were driving and I'm like 5 hours into my shift and I'm like, I could do the whole thing. But he was like, maybe for safety.
Right.
But then Jeff was on the phone with his wife and she's like, oh, how's the drive? And he's like, a lot of trucks are passing us on the left when I was driving. And I'm like, can we not be passive? I'm trying to get home. I'm trying to drive alive.
He was telling you were going too slow.
I was like, what an ass. But yeah, like we did it all. We did it quickly on the way back. And on the way down, I'm like, we could get there because we had to be there obviously for a time to do like the show. But that was it. So it was November, 2 weeks after we got fired.
Oh, that's right. Did you notice, or have you ever noticed that like you have a totally different road trip personality? Like aside from your daily Monday through Friday, Justin?
Well, no, the thing was I couldn't play. I told him straight up. I said, "Here's the deal. There's two things that are going to be played. It's either like I'll search radio stations and listen to them,
Yeah.
or like the heaviest screamo music, blow your speakers out at like the top. That's what keeps me going. Like I want like it's just going to be super heavy. But then
Yeah.
like we wound up playing like Guess That Celebrity, which I went was fun, but also I was like, this is going to be lame. Um, and then we like worked in the car because we had to do stuff. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm pretty much the same. I think I just go and I yell. I mean, road rage is the same.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a different person. Like in real life, if you were to change my plans last minute, I would probably get a little peeved. Like I don't like last minute changes for the
Hmm.
most part. If we've got a plan and then like you make me pivot, I'm like, "Ugh, now I got to pivot." But if we're in the car and we have a plan to like go somewhere, stop somewhere, and then we decide to like stop somewhere different, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, I'm road trip Deanna is so much more fun than regular life Deanna. Like
Where'd you stop?
well, we didn't really stop anywhere crazy. Like we did stop in Bristol.
Which is tight.
It's a really cool place. We
It's
found
tight.
an amazing bakery that made the world's best donuts. And I am confident in saying that I won't ever find a better donut in the rest of the country. The world's best donuts are at the Blackbird Bakery in Bristol.
Hmm.
Um, they're like light and fluffy, and then you bite into it and it just melts. Um,
It's a cool town. There's not a
it
lot of
is.
people though. It's weird. Like you're
It is really
downtown,
cool.
you're like it's kind of apocalyptic.
Kind of
Where
empty,
is
yeah. Yeah,
it?
it felt a little empty, like a very old-timey, but cool nonetheless. Stopped at a Bucky's, got their glazed pecans. Holy crap.
You know, let me see if you agree with this. We went to Bucky's twice, and I never have to go again.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like I get it. I
That's it.
understand why people like it. I understand it now. But I'm like, all right, I've seen what you offer.
It took us 45 minutes to get in, and then it took
Yeah,
us 45 minutes to leave. I'm like,
it's
this
a
is not
little
convenient.
outrageous.
Unless you're getting gas. If you're getting gas, then you're good. Like
That's
you're in and
true.
out.
And I mean, if you want to buy like ice cream and a fire pit, that's where you go.
And I mean, the bathrooms are clean. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like a big thing for me.
It was a solid stop, but it was just a little overwhelming.
I
But
made
we
sure I sat on the toilet. That was like, I'm like, I have to see how clean it is. So I'm just gonna go sit, even though I just have to pee. Like I
but
just
we
want to sit.
stopped at like a regular gas station store, like just to get, like a coffee and a snack or whatever about halfway through our first night of driving. And Jacob went to the bathroom, so I'm like perusing around and I'm like checking out the scene because for some reason when I'm on a road trip and I stop at a gas station store, I peruse the aisles to see if there's anything I need.
Yeah, like a weird sausage.
Yeah. So Jacob comes out of the bathroom and I'm standing in front of all the car accessories and I'm just like looking at all the air fresheners and I find one I've never seen before.
Okay.
The little car trees.
Yeah.
There's one I've never seen in my life. Like I know all the scents, like, leather, new car, like Caribbean coconut or whatever the heck
Wintergreen.
it is. Yeah, like Surfside. I've got them all down. This one I've never seen before. It was tie-dye and
Okay.
it was called Supernova.
Okay. What's it smell like?
And it was so intriguing. I was like, I have to find out what this is. So I'm standing in the aisle and I'm like leaning over trying to sniff the air freshener as Jacob walks out of the bathroom and catches me. And I just kind of like look at him real quick, like I just got caught. And I was like, I wonder what Supernova smells like.
Did you buy it?
I bought it. Yeah.
What's it smell like?
It kind of smells like a mix of men's cologne and a really expensive hotel.
Okay. I get that.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Is he also concerned with the fact of your in-depth knowledge of all the air fresheners as I am? Because that's like, I just know the black one and the green one.
I always have an air freshener in my car
That
and
is,
I try a different one every single time.
I do spray, like when I go to the vacuum place by me, they have like a gun you can spray in there and like I'll do the new car smell, or they have strawberry, which is like two.
Yeah, there's like cherry and French vanilla, like all the typical ones. But
I just don't know if anybody has an extensive like knowledge of the 7 flavors that you. Hold on, let me see these. What's
I'm
the brand?
I forget. I think they're just called car trees.
Tree air freshener. They're called Little Trees.
Little trees. There you go.
Let me see if they have. Okay, we're going to fragrance.
If you want your car to smell like the W Hotel in LA, get Supernova air freshener.
Oh, they have America flavor, which was just vanilla Rama. What is like what? There. Okay, Bayside Breeze, Black Ice. I know that one. They have one called Fresh Shave, which is concerning. They have one called No Smoking. What do you think this smells like?
I don't really know.
It's to fill your space with notes of fresh sandalwood and citrus while alerting your passengers, no smoking allowed. Now, it just says no smoking on the actual air freshener.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
They don't have a lot. Okay, Supernova. What did you say it smelled like?
I said it smells like a mix of men's cologne and a hotel lobby.
Okay. This one says, inspired by a stellar explosion, Supernova pops with bursts of bright bergamot, intensified with notes of dark berry, ozonic florals, and musk.
Musk. It's
Is that
the musk.
Is that like accurate of what?
Yeah, my nostrils picked up the musk smell over everything else you just described.
They have a Canadian smelled one.
What does that smell like?
It says True North. It says, inspired by Canada's scenic snow-capped mountains, True North blends crisp Arctic air and frosted pine needles. See, that's what I think a car should smell like.
Huh. Okay.
Let's see if they're hiring.
Little Trees Company.
They're in Watertown, New York, which is Canada, and DeWitt, Iowa, which might as well be Canada. But they have a job for a batch maker. Is this a smell person? Wait, hold on. No. Nope. Let me see. I want to see if they have a job for a smeller. They do not. Oh wait, let's go to shop. Do you think they have? Oh my! Wait, can I share this?
Yeah,
okay.
I think you can.
Present. Share screen. Share screen. Okay, this is what I want to share. Share. All right, can you see this?
Oh my gosh, I can. Yeah, hold on.
Coasters.
There we go.
Coasters.
Whoa.
Wait, this is why I want to share. They have a luggage tag.
Oh my gosh.
Luggage tag.
A little journal. Look at that.
I like this.
Wow, look at all their merch.
I know. Was that it? That's it. But they have a nice hat.
That t-shirt's kind of cool.
Yeah, let's see. They have this. The sticker pack. Notebook. I like this.
Wow.
Can I just add to cart? But yeah, so there we go.
Add to cart. Wait, 40 trees? Wow.
It's a value pack. Valuable for shipping in the U.S. I added to my cart. Let's see.
I'm going to buy everyone in my family a box of 40 little trees for Christmas.
It's $50.
That's it. Everyone's getting that.
And then you should do that and then give them the luggage tag.
Everyone's getting the little tree value pack.
I am intrigued by this. Wait, do you want to know how? Okay, let me read how it was made. In 1952, a milk truck driver in New York complained to Julius Saman about the smell of spilled milk. So then they made these.
No way.
Yeah, they have a vent.
Well, maybe that's where the saying came from. There's no use crying over spilled milk.
No use smelling your milk.
Start a whole new business instead.
What is that? They have, this is amazing. They have one that looks like Ed Hardy designs on here. This is stupid. I love it. Well, now I'm very intrigued by these. They have multiple products, but the one looks like an Ed Hardy design.
Do they offer any remote jobs?
Let me see. Careers. Do
you think there's anything Little Tree customer service?
There's international sales associate.
Wow. No way.
Full-time. This is at corporate. You got to go.
You really have to convince people to buy Little Trees. I think everyone's on board.
I feel like their brand awareness is through the roof.
Yeah. That must be the easiest sales job ever.
Making the famous, let's see, what do you think? It pays $57 for international salesperson.
Okay.
That might be before commission.
All right.
They have a batch maker. See, that's what I was intrigued by. It's a lot of forklift stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about smell. No, nothing good. Nothing that really, is intriguing on here. Like a cool job, like making the smells, like coming up with new smells.
but I never would think if I
The
was
smell
looking for a
master.
job that I could look on littletrees.com.
This is where I'll start. This
Career.
is this is where I'll start with making people smell better. It's like the new when I get out of this, I'll start at maybe cologne maker. That'd be good.
Yeah.
So I always like the smell. Yesterday I was at XTU and Shannon, the producer, she's like, I scared her because I was in her studio just like chilling. And
Yeah.
she's like, I'm mad at myself. And I said, why? And she said, because I smelled you before I walked in here. So I knew you were here. And I was like, that's effective cologne.
It's doing its job.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can control how you smell. So that's why you should like bathe and put cologne on. That's it. And then like put deodorant on too.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Smell consultant. That could be my next career. Just be like, the cologne TikTok is big.
That's true.
It's a lot of Swedish guys in very tight suits.
People are like making a whole like tourist business out of mixing colognes and perfumes now. Like you can go and make your own, like you mix the smells, you find out what you like. It's a whole experience.
It's like a 5-year business. I see those things and it's like, all right, you like once you open it, you have to like plan your next move as a business.
I did it. I did it the last time I was here in Nashville for my friend's birthday.
Is it still open?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't used my perfume because it turned out sweeter than I wanted it to, but you
can just cut it you crush up a little bit of the air freshener and shake it in there. And you could smell like a new car.
Infused with little trees.
Yeah, people love that. They know the brand. That's what I'm saying.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
that was good.
Yeah,
we've informed people on little trees.
We're educating you on air fresheners. I mean, listen, we're full of useless knowledge. That's kind of what we do. This was pretty seamless for our first actual podcast being in totally separate places. Like we did it before, but we were both at home in like an hour from each other.
Yeah, but like the hour could be 7 hours because of traffic.
That's true.
And like the Pope and the president show up at random times, and I'm like, I don't really want to drive anywhere anymore. Right. I used to be very into it, and I'm like, I'll stay at home.
I have to shout out real quick that meal prep company that I was using for a while when I was there, Vitality Fit Kitchen in Doylestown, because I believe they're what's going to keep my husband fed while we're living apart.
It's like he can't fend for himself, so I guess I have to order him a meal prep service. Well, it's hard to cook for one. That's the problem.
It is, and I got to tell you, I'm learning that very quickly because I mean, I barely cook anymore. I like eat a granola bar and a banana. I love cooking, but I haven't been inspired yet to cook for myself.
Just cook for like 2 days. You're always going to have leftovers.
That's true.
But now your dinner time and lunch is weird.
Yeah.
I think I would eat dinner like, I don't even know. I would just eat. Like there was no time doing nights.
I mean, I can still eat dinner normal time. I can eat dinner at like 5:30, 6 o'clock and then go to work because I'm like 5 minutes from the studio where I'm located right now.
So I was talking to the morning show person there today because she put something up and you have to ask her about this.
Yeah.
She was on Hinge, and there's like an epidemic of dudes saying that their unusual skill is getting back the hoodie that the girl stole. Oh. So like if you cross paths, just say that to her and see what she says. I'm
gonna hang out with her tomorrow, so I'll ask her.
Just be like, don't like unprompted. Just be like, what do you think about guys getting hoodies back? And then she'll probably go into it too. We were talking about Hinge profiles, and then I was like, oh, Deanna needs to fill out mine on the air. So yeah. I'm like, you just have to ask her that now and see what she says and then report back because I'm curious.
Okay.
It's just weird. I saw a post that I was like, oh, I'm going to answer to this because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Instagram moved like the messaging to the bottom. So now it's.
Yeah, I know. I hate when Instagram doesn't update and doesn't tell me that I have to go like searching for stuff.
My muscle memory is broken. I don't like change.
We know.
All right,
right.
cool.
Well, DeannaandJustin.com for everything. You might notice some things have changed. It's Deanna and Justin in the Moment podcast now. And yeah, you can find everything on our socials, on our website. And we're going to keep doing this thing.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, mayonnaise.